Rohan, first game in charge on the weekend. How do you reflect on it a few days on?
Yeah, we had a really good review Monday, good solid review, probably a little bit longer than we normally take, and that was really good as a team to go through it. I think I said after the game, lots of learnings, and I'm big on making sure that win or lose, we learn, so we certainly did that. Personally had a bit of time to reflect as well, which was nice, but yeah, it hasn't changed. I loved it. Would have been nice to get the W, but yeah, I think the review was really good and the girls trained so well today. So they took some things out of that review, I think. So really excited for this weekend.
What were some of the key takeaways from the team point of view?
I think our team defence probably let us down a little bit on the weekend and just gave the doggies too much space. And we spoke about Adelaide already and said if we give Adelaide this much space, we're going to be in trouble on the weekend. So get that right, and they did that really well today. They worked really hard on the track today, and then just probably some missed opportunities, just some execution stuff, and in particular inside 50 we missed a few opportunities, but the good thing was we gave ourselves plenty of chances to get it in there, so lots to take away from it, but yeah, a couple of things to work on pretty quickly.
What about yourself, your sort of personal reflections from your first game each year?
Yeah, it was good to go through it actually. It's not something that you do a whole lot of as an assistant coach. You kind of wait and hear what the coach has got to say, but made sure I did a lot, and I thought we made some good changes and we reflected as a coaching group, and I've got some brilliant assistant coaches that were brilliant on the weekend with our communication and stuff, which was great. Thought we made some good changes to get ourselves back in the game, and then probably a couple of little things that we could have tweaked, in particular in the last quarter. I won't go into detail on those, but definitely some things that we could have done a little bit differently, but really happy with how we made some changes quickly too.
Looking forward to Adelaide. I believe you're getting the girls to do some of their own sort of forward scouting or analysis or whatever it is. What's sort of the mentality behind that? I mean, you've got an education background, so I sort of assume that it's like a common tactic or evidence-based?
A little bit. It's not just the forwards, it's across the whole park, and we'll go into our education session after this, and we've just got a bit of a why not attitude this week. Why not? Why can't we bet Adelaide? St Kilda beat Brisbane on the weekend. Why can't you put yourselves up against the best players and showcase what you've got? Because we've got plenty of talent in our group. I think they've probably just struggled to bring it out in themselves a little bit this year, and that's what it is this week. It's our last game for a long time, so that's the attitude this week, is why not. There is some individual matchups and some stuff that I've asked them to have a look at, and they'll get more detail on that today, and they'll have a look at that between now and Saturday. But it's not tags or head-to-heads or anything like that. I want you to know what that player does, so you're prepared, which we do every week, but I want you to know how you can show them up as well. How can you bring your strengths and make them showcase this week?
Does anything change this week for yourself? I mean, you mentioned the girls don't play for a long time. Do you feel like if you were to throw your hat in the ring, I mean, you don't get to be senior coach for a long time. Do you feel anything in that?
Nah, nothing changes at all. I've known that it's for 2 weeks, and I've made every minute count, I guess, in that, and nothing changes with the group. It's the process for us, and I know that's very cliche, but it really is. Same thing I said last week, bring your strengths. We actually did do that last week. Unfortunately, we just let doggies bring their strengths a bit too much. So for me, it's the same process. Focus on this weekend and help the girls bring their strengths out.
Ella, what did you make on the weekend? Obviously, maybe an opportunity slip for back-to-back wins, but has it been nice having a fresh voice around the group and a bit of a change in things?
Yeah, 100%. I think Rowi's been great. All the girls have a lot of respect for him and love him as a person and as a coach. So, yeah, he's been great, a new voice, which is really exciting. But, yeah, the weekend was obviously a bit disappointing, but I think we definitely played good bits of footy, and I think we got a bit unlucky at times when, I think doggies capitalised off, 3 or 4 goals off free shots or 50s. So, yeah, we're just a bit undisciplined in that. But I think, there was a lot to take out of it as well. Are
you looking forward to the test against Adelaide and the players really bought into this sort of like why not us this weekend attitude?
Yeah, 100%. I think it's obviously our last game. So, why not? Why can't we go out there and win? We're really excited. We obviously want to finish the year on a high. So, I think we all believe that, we're going to challenge them and we can beat them.
What's it been like having to do sort of your own research on Adelaide? Has it been a bit different?
We haven't really... I haven't personally done too much just yet, but I think today and tomorrow and even Friday as well, we've got training, and I'll be getting stuck into it.
It's been a pretty good vibe, it seems, at training for the last few weeks. How much does that carry forward into a game? You know, when girls are enjoying footy, they can go out there and play good footy on game day.
Yeah, definitely. I think, the vibe is definitely settled in the last couple of weeks, but it's been really good, and I think it's starting to reflect on the field. But yeah, our challenge just at the moment is to continue that for 4 quarters.
And Rohan, for yourself, obviously it was a little bit of controversy the last time the side, a few weeks ago, the side played at top side, but then the girls were able to come out as well and beat the Bombers. I guess, is that messaging that, you know, it doesn't matter who you're playing, if you go out and play your best footy, then...
Absolutely. And we're super excited, like I said, to play Adelaide. We made that really clear. We want to play the best sides, and I think Mick came out and said that after the press conference, that it was a mistake, and we've been really clear that we want to play the best sides, and the group have absolutely backed that in. And I think it's the way we've gone about it so far this week, and like Alice said, we haven't really started the full research yet. That starts this afternoon, but we just want to see how we go against the best sides, and one, take it up to them, and every game is there to win. St Kilda proved that against Brisbane on the weekend, but also win, lose or draw, we learn, and so that's what this weekend's about as well.
Is it almost a shame that it is the last game of the season? It feels like there is a really good vibe about the group the last few weeks, so, you know, is it a bit of a shame that the season is?
Yeah, I think it is, to be honest, for sure. It's the one hard thing about the short seasons is you can have slumps, and then I guess if you try and get out of the slumps, you don't have time to get out of them, really. So it probably is. The way we trained today was just super and so exciting. And I've never had more staff come off that watched and said, far out, what happened out there today? They were just up and about. So that's really pleasing. So yeah, it is. But we've got a game this weekend to showcase it, and unfortunately we were probably ready to do it last week, but just lapsed for too long, and then did it for short periods. It'll be nice to do it for 4 quarters this week.
How are the girls feeling? Is everyone's bodies all right? I think Swanee was taking it a bit easy this morning. Is she good to go?
Yeah, we're just managing Swanee. She's not on the veterans list yet, but we're just managing her, so a little bit lighter for her today, but she still did plenty inside and plenty of touch, and she'll train Friday, so she's fine. There's a couple of still a little bit sore, so unfortunately Sedge and Shiloh didn't get up for this week. We were hoping they might, but they didn't quite get up. But apart from that, we had pretty good numbers out there today, so it was good.
Are you looking forward to the prospect of longer seasons, to go back to that?
Yeah, I think so. We want the girls to play as many games as we can, and we want to coach as many and showcase what they've got for as long as we can. Obviously, the AFL are very strategic in the way they're doing that, and rightly so. But for sure, the more footy we can play and showcase the skills that the girls have got, how good would that be? And it gives you a bit more time to, like I said, change and adapt and all that kind of stuff. We knew it was 10 games, so we can't say the short season's hurt us, but it would be nice to see them play more footy eventually.
Ella, coming towards the end of another season for you, how do you reflect on it? It feels like you've probably come on again. It's been a tough year for the club, obviously, but you're still really emerging. Have you been happy with it? Yeah,
100%. I think this year a lot of the young girls have definitely stood up. I think Charlie Thomas has had a great year. Lauren Wackfar, she's come in and she's really cemented her role in the ruck, and there's definitely a lot of positives. Personally, I'm pretty happy with my season, but definitely think I could go again next year.
Are you enjoying the forward midfield mix? Do you feel like you want to be a player long term that can be used in a range of positions? Yeah,
100%. I think early in my career, it's definitely a good opportunity to learn both roles and the craft of both roles. But I obviously would do anything Rowie needs, so wherever he needs me, I'll go.
It's going to be pretty warm out there this weekend. How important is, going out there and looking after yourselves in the last game of the season?
Yeah, definitely. We trained out there today. It felt nearly just as hot as it's going to be. We did it in the Melbourne game. It was also that hot, but we've also got the whole off season to recover. So I think we're going to go out, super, super hard.
And hopefully a decent home crowd to, send off the season?
Yeah, definitely. I think with Pride Round as well, I think everyone will be getting around it, so I'm really excited.